Everyone's obsessed with which AI company wins, OpenAI versus Anthropic versus Google. But here's what the stock market just revealed. The real money isn't in software, it's in silicon. And right now, Samsung and SK Hynix are silently crushing it. Both just saw their stock prices surge as the AI rally roared back. For SK Hynix, this is the kind of move usually reserved for hot new startups. But SK Hynix isn't a startup. It's a 56-year-old South Korean memory chip maker. It just had one of the best weeks of the year. The reason is straightforward. AI models need memory, enormous amounts of it. Every ChatGPT conversation, every Claude reasoning chain, every image generation, they all happen inside chips that store and shuffle data at lightning speed. Those chips, Samsung and SK Hynix make them. When AI demand explodes, memory demand explodes too. This isn't just stocks spiking for a week. It's evidence that the real AI supply chain revolution is finally visible to investors. While headlines scream about AI breakthroughs, smart money is quietly betting the chipmakers will bank the profits for years. The companies making the picks and shovels always win the gold rush. And right now, memory chips are the gold. So why now? Why did Samsung and SK Hynix just see their best days in months? The answer starts with the fact that AI is insanely resource-hungry. When you ask ChatGPT a question, it doesn't run on your phone or laptop. It runs on massive server farms with thousands of chips processing your request simultaneously. Every single response requires chips that move data between processors at incredible speeds. Those are memory chips. For years, the memory chip market was stable but boring. Sure, companies needed new chips every year, but demand grew slowly and predictably. Then AI exploded, and suddenly companies like Meta, Google, Microsoft, and Amazon needed billions of dollars worth of new servers, and each server needs memory chips. SK Hynix and Samsung are two of the three biggest memory chip makers on Earth. When demand tripled overnight, they went from running at 70% capacity to scrambling to build faster. That's a textbook supply crunch. And in a supply crunch, prices go up and profits soar. The stock market saw this coming before most people did. Over the last few months, these companies have been signaling that demand is insane and that they are raising production as fast as they can. The jump this week is the market saying, "We believe it. These companies are about to print money." That's the kind of bet that moves stock prices. Here's how memory chips fit into the AI story. When an AI model runs, it processes data in steps. Let's say you're using ChatGPT. Your question goes into the model, and the model starts thinking through the problem. To do that, it needs to hold thousands of intermediate calculations in ultra-fast storage. That storage, it's memory chips. DRAM and NAND flash, those are the two main types. DRAM is temporary, super-fast working memory. Think of it like your brain's scratchpad. You jot down notes while you're solving a problem, then erase them when you're done. A modern AI data center might have terabytes of DRAM running at once. A single server can have 256 gigabytes or more. NAND is longer-term storage. It's like a filing cabinet where the server stores trained model weights and history. An AI company might need petabytes of NAND. SK Hynix and Samsung manufacture both. They're competing with Micron, a United States company, but these three control about 90% of the global memory chip market. When AI exploded, these three companies suddenly became the gatekeepers to the entire AI infrastructure boom. That's the reason for the stock surge. Investors realized that no matter which AI company wins, the memory chip companies always win. You can't run AI without their products. No shortcuts. It's like realizing the only way to mine gold is with pickaxes. The pickaxe company profits no matter who's digging. Let's put numbers to this. When Meta trained Llama 3.1, one of the largest open-source AI models, it used tens of thousands of NVIDIA H100 GPUs running in parallel. Every single GPU needed hundreds of gigabytes of memory to hold model weights and process input. That's terabytes of memory per training run. Google's servers running Gemini need similar scale. Microsoft's OpenAI partnership requires massive memory capacity. Amazon's data centers running AWS, SAI services need terabytes of DRAM and NAND just to stay operational. And that's just the tech giants. Startups building AI products, smaller cloud companies offering AI APIs, healthcare systems deploying AI for medical imaging, they all need memory chips. The demand isn't coming from one company. It's coming from thousands of companies worldwide suddenly scaling up AI. Here's the scale. Before 2023, the global memory chip market grew at about 5% per year. Since AI exploded, year-over-year growth has hit 30 to 50%. Memory chip capacity is so constrained that prices have doubled in some categories. SK Hynix announced in late July that it's expanding production capacity across multiple facilities. Samsung's doing the same. Both companies are running flat out to catch up with demand, and every chip they sell at these elevated prices is pure profit. That's why investors got excited this week. They are watching the biggest memory shortage and price spike in decades unfold in real time. So how do SK Hynix and Samsung stack up against other AI winners? NVIDIA's been the obvious AI stock star. The company makes the GPUs that run AI models, and every ChatGPT query flows through NVIDIA silicon. In 2024 and early 2025, NVIDIA's stock exploded. Investors drove the company's valuation to nearly $3 trillion at peak. But here's what most people missed. Memory chips are the bottleneck that limits how many GPUs you can actually deploy. If you're Google and you want to build a data center with 10,000 NVIDIA GPUs, you need 40 terabytes of memory to run it. You can't get around that. SK Hynix and Samsung are literally the companies that supply the memory that makes Google's GPU purchase useful. Then there's OpenAI, Anthropic, and other AI software companies. Everyone assumes the big money goes to whoever builds the best model. But look at profit margins. OpenAI is a private company, so we don't see the books. But memory chip companies, SK Hynix and Samsung, run 40 to 50% profit margins on memory products during shortage conditions. Here's the twist. Samsung and SK Hynix have been somewhat overlooked by Western investors because they are Asian companies. But this week, the market woke up and said, "Oh right, these guys are printing money while we all focused on California startups." That's why their stocks jumped. It's a correction, the market realizing what it should have realized months ago. What does this mean? 3 things are about to happen. First, memory chip prices will stay elevated for at least the next 12 to 18 months. The supply chain is slowly catching up with demand, but catching up means demand is still growing faster than supply. SK Hynix and Samsung will raise prices as long as they can. That means every company building AI infrastructure pays more for the hardware foundation. Second, Samsung and SK Hynix will reinvest these profits into expanding capacity. They'll build new fabs, that's short for fabrication plants, the factories where chips are made. Building a modern fab takes 5 years and costs $20 billion or more. SK Hynix has already announced expansions in South Korea and possibly other countries. Samsung's doing the same. Third, and here's the uncomfortable part, memory chip dominance is going to solidify power in South Korea's hands. TSMC makes the most advanced logic chips in Taiwan. SK Hynix and Samsung make most of the world's memory. If you're building AI infrastructure, you're dependent on these geopolitically sensitive regions. That matters. For investors, this week's stock surge for Samsung and SK Hynix isn't a temporary blip. It's the market recognizing that the memory chip shortage will last for years. These companies are about to enter a multi-year high-profit period. And this is where it gets interesting. If you invest, here's how to think about the memory chip play. First, SK Hynix and Samsung are already up significantly this week. That doesn't mean you've missed the move. Memory chip shortages typically last years, not weeks. If the supply crunch persists, these stocks have room to run, but run them through a filter. Is the company actually increasing production, or are they just riding the wave and milking prices? SK Hynix has committed capital to new fabs, so they are credible. Second, understand that buying a memory chip company is buying a commodity play with cyclical risk. When supply catches up in a few years, prices crash and profits evaporate. The current high-margin period won't last forever. It's a 3 to 5 year window at most. Be realistic about the time frame. Third, don't assume that SK Hynix and Samsung are risk-free winners. Geopolitical events could disrupt the supply chain. If relations between the United States and the regions that make chips get tense, everything changes. It's happened before. But here's what you should take away. The memory chip story isn't a hype narrative. It's fundamental. AI absolutely cannot scale without these products. The math is simple and the physics is non-negotiable. Whatever you think about AI, the infrastructure companies that enable it have real, tangible demand. And right now, they are the ones banking the profits. The stock move isn't irrational, it's investors finally pricing in reality. Here's what this means for you, even if you never buy a single share. The memory chip shortage is the invisible story underneath every AI headline. When Anthropic announces a new model, they buy servers. Those servers need memory chips. When Google releases Gemini updates, the same story. They deploy new infrastructure, paying SK Hynix and Samsung record prices. This week's stock surge is the market admitting what was obvious to anyone paying attention. The infrastructure winners aren't the startups building chatbots. They are the unsexy companies manufacturing commodity chips. SK Hynix and Samsung are making more profit per dollar than OpenAI probably does. That's a quiet wealth transfer you're not hearing about. The real lesson is simple. The companies that sell the tools always win. In the gold rush, the pickaxe company wins. In the AI boom, the memory chip company wins. It's not glamorous. It doesn't have a Steve Jobs figure, but it's ruthlessly profitable. Watch for two things moving forward. First, whether other Asian chip companies follow Samsung and SK Hynix higher. Second, whether major AI companies start building their own memory chips to cut costs that would seriously threaten the current leaders. For now, Samsung and SK Hynix are living the dream. This week's stock surge isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning. Follow for daily AI news as this infrastructure story unfolds.